Hey everybody, this is the Zombies Moon Achievement Big Bang Theory Part 1. That was the most convoluted way to say that, I think.
Well, actually, it might have been the most direct. It was just kind of long. Kind of like the video. So there's two parts. Part 1 is for the Cryogenic Slumber Party achievement, which you can sort of get both at the same time if you manage to get them all done in one playthrough, because they are all necessary steps for the Big Bang
for the Big Bang Theory. So in the first area there, don't shoot any bullets. Try not to shoot any bullets. Just throw grenades. See if you can get about 1,000 points each. That's pretty much key to this. After that, you're going to be in this room here. Let them through. Try to get some drops.
Max ammo.
Max ammo. Get max ammo as much as possible. Double points. Just try to make as many points as possible. So stay here for about 2 to 3 rounds. And the big key is don't throw any grenades.
Yes.
Save one zombie, but just make sure he's not... Like, don't try to make him a crawler, because you can't blow out the windows in this place by throwing grenades.
Well, you can, and that's the problem right now. Make things a lot harder for you. If you're going to have to hack stuff in here later. You'll be back in here potentially to hit the mystery box and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a neat hacking trick for the mystery box.
We'll show you that
that we'll show you as well. And if you can breathe, it just makes it a lot easier. Now, I think our lovely watermark is covering up what wave we're on here, but we're so proud that we finally have a watermark that's not in a box. It's going to stay. But the big trick here, the first thing to do is to get the power turned on as fast as you can. Like, you can do it by round 2, and you should. The sooner you can have the excavator start digging, the better, because
you need the pie excavator
for tunnel 6. Yeah,
yes.
You can do everything else, and you just end up burning rounds waiting for that stupid thing to come.
So that was us turning on the power there, and it's still round 3. And yes, just try to make as much money as you can in those first 3 rounds, and leave one zombie, because you're going to do a bunch of stuff here. So now we're looking for the hacking device, which is going to be on one of these 6 desks inside the labs.
Sometimes you're lucky and you can get it before having to open the top door, and
then hack all the doors after that.
Yeah, hack every door after that, because it's 200 points to hack a door.
200 points out of a possible 1,000. So we're at 2,500, I guess, on some doors. So yeah,
door for 2,500 points.
25. No, 1250. There you
Thanks
go.
for covering it.
So don't do what I did right here and buy that door. That's a bad idea. You want to hack that. I got yelled at by this guy.
Well, the more money you can have too, because I mean, there's other achievements that really rely heavily on you having the cash to make them happen.
Yes.
So if you're going to be doing this, you're kind of in it for the long haul doing this achievement anyway. It ends up being a good way for you to get 3-pack a punch weapons or buying all the perks and stuff like that too.
So hack every door except the one that is right beside the door that leads from the dome to outside.
To the portal, yeah.
Yeah, right to the teleportation device. Don't hack that one. And then now you can do the hack trick. Don't do anything else now until you get the right guns. So try to get the QED grenades, the Gersh devices,
and the wave gun.
That's
the other worst part. Now this is the hacking trick. Basically, you hit the box. If you don't like what you see, you can hack it for 600 points, and then no matter what you do, whatever comes up the second time, hack it again, because you'll get 950 back, and then anyone can pick up that weapon.
Yes, anyone can pick it up. So if somebody has a crappy gun but you don't want that gun, they can just pick it up.
Yeah. And it gives you a few more spins at the box, a little more bang for your buck, because getting that wave gun is probably...
Right there.
Yeah. One of the most annoying parts of all these stupid Easter egg achievements is just...
hitting the box for
the guns you need, so...
Yeah. So then after you have a good gun, or maybe even before, you need to get Juggernog. And if you warp back to Area 51, you can get either Juggernog or... What was the other one?
Speed Cold. They alternate each time you warp back there, so... They're actually both really helpful to have. The Jug's definitely where you want to start with, because you're going to have some holding out to do.
Yeah, you're going to have, in this one, you can't just hold a crawler for the whole time and let it go. You're going to have to run through waves.
I think that's why they did those stupid tube things, because people are like, oh, it's a crawler, and then everything else will be real easy.
Exactly, yeah.
Now right here, we're just hacking some cash over.
So if you hack a person, you will give them 500 of your own dollars. So that shows how if you're out of money just a little bit to get Jug, but somebody else has a lot, just hack him. So now here we're starting the actual Easter egg. So if you have the right weapons, and you have Jug, go down to these computers right outside where the receiving area. Start playing Simon Says.
Simon.
Oh, sorry. Start playing Simon.
Everybody's calling it Simon Says. I know the game was based off Simon Says, but it was that little colored thing, and it was just called Simon. We all had one.
The wheel and
with the 4 colors. It was just called Simon.
Okay. All right.
It's a point of contention with me. But anyway.
So once you're done that, come up here and hack that button, that one button that Mitch was standing in front of.
Any one of them. You can hack any one of them.
Oh, you can hack it.
Any one of the 4 buttons will start the next part. And then you got to find these terminals. I think there's, I don't know, 3 or 4 on each of the 3 levels of the lab. But you only need to hack 4 in total. I think you have about 90 seconds.
You have 90 seconds. And the 4 you have to hack are the ones with green lights on top of them. And it's random which ones will actually show up. But after you've hacked 4 of them, come down to these buttons, and it'll only be 4. Yeah. Come down to these buttons, and you have to hit all 4 within 2 to 3 seconds of each other.
People are saying that you need more than one person to do it. You don't.
No,
actually, as you just
did it
saw,
with one
you
person.
can do it yourself if you time it right.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky. It's easier if you have more people, but
Of
you can definitely do it on your own.
Yeah, and just you'll do it right if they'll all just stay lit. That's how you do it. So now, just come out here to this area, at the outside area, by the big giant rock in the middle, by the, what perk is that? The one where you get 3 weapons.
Mule kick.
Mule kick.
That's our favorite spot. I don't know, maybe a lot of other people too, but that's our favorite spot to just sort of hold out and get through the wave. Because I think at this point we've got everything done now. We're just waiting for that stupid excavator to come.
Yes, you need Pi excavator to come, which the only way it will come is by running through waves. And it should start at the beginning of the wave. And once that happens, try to kill as many zombies as you can, leave one alive, and then run into the
receiving area.
Yeah, run into the receiving area with the hack tool. You need the hack tool. And wait until it starts to cut into...
It has to breach the tunnel.
It has to breach it. And once it breaches it, hack it and make it stop. So now you'll go into the tunnel here, and this is where it breached. And now there's an egg there.
Right, yeah, the door right there.
Right there.
In front of the M16. And that door, the egg will drop. This is where you need the wave gun. You can knife it initially. And
knife it, and we'll show you where it gets stuck here. We're going to follow this through the whole thing.
It's once you know where it gets stuck, you don't even have to follow it. It just bounces around a few times. This map's really dark, and that's
that pisses me off.
I know,
because it's hard to see. Now here it'll stop there, and you'll have to knife it again. Bang. And where does it get stuck next?
It bounces around and it goes up towards the door, back out to where the Simon machine is, and it actually gets stuck behind this pillar where the MPL, where you can buy the MPL. It's right on the back side of that pillar.
Okay.
And it's almost impossible to see in the dark. You might be able to sort of catch it in there, but just fire a few rounds in there and it'll take off.
And then and it'll get stuck on this door. You have to open it to get through it, for the ball to get through. And now, as you can see here, I'll follow it very nicely through my scoped dragon arm, I'd like to say. And you can see it gets stuck on the tip of that. What is that thing?
It's a satellite.
It's a satellite. The tip of the satellite thing.
Now
here, Mitch has his wave gun that he put together into one gun.
The zap gun or something you put it together?
I don't know what it's called. But he'll shoot it and it'll pop off there, and now we'll hurry right across. And
we normally never open this door until this point.
Until this point, and hack it. Hack the door.
Yeah. We think that if you leave it closed, you have a better chance of
that
not being the excavator.
I don't think you can because it's outside.
Yeah, there's no air. You might be able to give up. No,
it would take way
too long.
Yeah,
it would take way too long.
It'd take way too long.
Yeah, we always leave that door locked until this point. We're not sure if it actually makes a difference, but we feel like it makes the other 2 excavators more likely to be the first one that.
Who knows, really, but this is what worked for us, so hopefully.
So the egg bounces around.
It'll get stuck up there in the corner.
That's the first place it gets stuck where you can't easily find it.
And then shoot it down.
Yeah.
And it'll bounce over here through this door.
This place used to always screw me. Because it would bounce around in here, and I would think it would be stuck in this red room, but it's actually just on the outside of the red room, on top of this little barrel.
Yes, you can't even see it.
You can't really see it.
You just have to knife randomly on top of this barrel until you knock it off. I think I get it on like my 4th or 5th knife here.
And then I think that's the last time you gotta hit it. Down it goes into the stone pocket there.
Alright, so now you'll see there's a tube that popped up. Oh my gosh, what do you have to do with that tube? What do you think?
I don't know if this is the day the map came out. I don't really know, but I think everyone else already knows.
Yeah.
Kill a bunch of fucking zombies and fill it up.
Go into the dome and grab some claymores because they help a ton.
This one, if you're not, you can actually get to this point by like wave 5 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And it's really not too bad to plug 25 zombies into that tube.
Yeah.
I think we were a little bit further along, but
what you have to do here is the person with the worst weapons sits at the back and just watches backs, while the 2 people with the best weapons sit near the tube, and you need to kill them close to the tube,
about 10 feet away-ish.
And they should pop up with red smoke.
Yeah.
And that means that you've done it correctly, and after 25, try to save 1 zombie or kill it, because after it's done, you'll flip this switch right here. That was my own sound.
That was a switch being flipped. And that opens up the pyramid for you. The claymores are really helpful, especially because you're going to have to do this again later, just to keep you from getting overrun in the sort of in the whatever pathways around the pyramid. But yeah, have someone watch your back at least, so you can sort of spin around. Everyone can be prepared.
And that's the first half, and I guess we'll see you for the second half. And
See you in the second half.